everyone can actually be a model.
How can you be single?
Yes, looking good can be a blessing and a curse.
Is that what you were told beforehand? Just that one moment?
Just that one moment. Someone's life is depending on you.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta give them the swag and the drip, you know?
So I would like to keep our food banku, fufu, pounded yam.
So which tribe are you from?
A beach lifeguard should be able to swim 400 meters under 8 minutes. I got here and I learned that 1,500 just went into the pocket of the agent.
So I know that I have West African blood across different countries.
Okay, I've seen up to about 50 people more.
Wow. And of course, Jamaicans are very proud.
Yes, I'm fit. It's my job, but my food is my food.
Nigerians claim us.
A lot more.
From London to Lagos to the Middle East, this is Black in Dubai, the place where we unpack the lifestyle, business, the culture and identity and everything in between of Black expats right here in Dubai. Today, I've got an amazing guest, someone who I've always found so friendly, so humble, so charming. His name is Jamal, a fitness professional, a model, and a content creator. So today it is an absolute pleasure to have him with us. And we are going to dig deep because he has come from Ghana almost a decade ago and now calls Dubai his home. So without further ado, Jamal, is there anything that you'd want to add to your intro?
I think that was a perfect intro for me. Well, people are going to know me when we dive deep into it. So I think that's perfect. Yes.
Good.
Very much
good
for having me.
Good stuff. So first thing that comes to mind is the name Jamal Succeeded. That's what you are on social media.
Yes, love it.
Why that name in particular? I love it personally, but I'm sure that's not your surname. So
yeah,
what is it about? What's the brand? Why that name?
I wish it was my surname because the reason behind it. So I had a social media, but I had that name started from IG, from Instagram.
All right.
So I had Instagram before I came here. So I think I had trouble with it, knowing that Instagram is very big here. And then it works a lot. So I couldn't log in. There was an issue and I was like, okay, you know what? I need to create a new Instagram, start from scratch. So while starting from scratch, I was like, okay, I'm here now. It's few months, about half a year into coming here. And I was like, what am I doing here? How is it going to be? And all those stuff. So I was like, I need something positive to keep me going, to keep me pushing. You know?
I like that.
Yeah. So I could have made it, Jamal made it, because I wanted to feel like I'm in the process. The process is already feeling alive in my head.
Yeah.
You know, not something like you can be in a process for so long that you will not arrive. So I want to feel in the process that I've already arrived. It's just a matter of time for me to blow up. Then I came up with the Succeeded.
I love that.
Yeah, that's how come.
Thinking about branding and names and all those kind of things, that's kind of my background as well. I love that because you've already instilled the outcome within you and you've just manifested it.
Exactly, yes.
Amazing.
That perfectly said. That was the main idea behind taking the name Jamal Succeeded.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for sharing because this is a perfect opportunity. Of course, having so many one-to-one conversations with you over the years, I wanted to interview you for so long. And anytime I've reached out to you for any kind of project, you've always just said yes. You're like, yep, I'm down. And just before we started rolling the cameras, we were talking about how we met and just seeing you on Kite Beach and wanting to understand more about the gym space that you were working at and things like that. So we'll go into that in just a little bit. But can you share with us, like you came in 2016.
Yes, very well.
Why Dubai? Straight from Ghana to here and you've been here almost 10 years. So what's that been like?
It's been good so far. Highlighting all the successes and everything I've achieved here. It's been good and it has been a good move. I mean, it could happen anywhere, but I believe this was the best place for it to happen quicker and then faster and then perfectly as it's going now.
So when you were coming here, did you know anyone that was already here from Ghana or from anywhere? Like, Friends, family?
I didn't know anyone from Dubai. Didn't hear of Dubai much. There were so many negatives, a little bit negative stuff about here when I heard of it. But I took up the challenge. I'm a person that takes up challenges, so I took up the challenge. It seems I pioneered the movement of coming to Dubai.
Nice.
People that knows me, people that know me, and friends and family. I pioneered something.
Amazing.
Yes. And then from there, it keeps on happening. I have people. It's as if you come to Dubai, you don't miss Jamal. When it seems you've been to another Dubai, so people make it a point to reach out, to eat me.
You're like the brand ambassador.
Kind of, yes, exactly. Yeah, literally. Yes.
The Ghanaian representative. So what was it? I mean, even though you found or saw some negative things about Dubai, what made you say yes and take that chance? Like, had you moved anywhere before here?
Well, this was my first
time leaving home.
Living home. Go stay somewhere permanently, work. And this Dubai is where I've worked under someone for the first time as well. I've always been on my own, do things by myself, entrepreneur myself and all those stuff. So this is the first time I'm actually like taking a job and then getting on a salary base and then working for someone. First time, yes.
Amazing. So I remember meeting you years back and you were training on a beach.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hot as it is now, but it was maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
March, April or something like that. And I remember getting onto Kite Beach and there was an outdoor gym.
Yeah.
And I see black people. And I'm like, I'm going to go speak to these guys, see what do they do, you know, what are you up to and stuff like that. And you were so friendly, even as I say that every time I speak with you. And yeah, we just spoke and I think I asked for your number because I wanted to know who owned the gym. That was my thought process.
Thought process, yes.
So yeah, you had a nice conversation, shared it. Like often when I ask like, who owns this thing? People are like a bit standoffish. They don't want to give out information, but you guys were open and sharing and we stayed in touch. In fact, you were with somebody else who at this moment in time, I can't remember who that person was.
Yeah.
But I remembered you.
Okay.
And any other time, of course, that we'd bump into each other, I'd be like, yes, that guy.
Yeah, your mind goes to that particular very bad. So we were reached out by this gym that just popped up. It was a pop-up gym that was made up on Kite Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, on the pavement area, very small. So because we started a movement of Black fitness guys.
Right.
Yeah. We were members, I think at that point, we were about 8 to 9 members. So every now and then we move from gym to go have a group because we are made of fitness. So to have a group workout, that's how we catch up, either on a Saturday or how convenient it is for the whole group to catch up. So that was what we were doing. So, I mean, our pictures were around and then they reached out to us, can you guys come through?
Okay, yes. Of course, we've got that source, you know, they reach out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so good because I do feel like you're a friendly, open community guy. And this makes so much sense because although I've reached out to you and you've always been open to me, you've done a lot of stuff in the fitness space or with other black men to come together. And I always hear that apparently men don't do that. Right? Whether it's black men or men from other cultures. And of course, we're all away from home being out here. And people just say, you know, men don't speak. Where can my husband meet other men? Or, you know, I'm looking for men or whatever it is. So the fact that you already had this back then and just being together, was it like a friendly environment, I'm guessing? Or was there like some rivalry or competition between the guys? And are you still friends today?
Yes, we reach out to each other from time to time or when we meet up somewhere because we have all outgrown that particular moment.
Right.
Yes, so it was very organic. It was a very, very organic group that came together. Everybody resonates with the movement. So it just came through. No one was forced. Right. And then no one was a leader at the point. So it was just very organic. So we moved on with it. And then out of a group, you have your best friend or your tight associate in the group. So with that, we just moved on like that. Either 2, 3, 3 or something like that. And then we just come. If you are not in the group, you are definitely with one of the people from the group. That was what was happening with us, yes.
That's beautiful. And again, unfortunately, you know, in many different spaces across the world and society, we don't always see positive images of Black men and men getting along and men talking and expressing themselves. And of course, working out and doing fitness. So that's beautiful. And dare I say, way ahead of its time, because I don't remember really seeing anything like that since, if I'm honest. And I'm from the UK. So there's probably groups like this now, but I don't really remember that when I was there, you know, 8-9 years ago. So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
That was 2018, yes. And few of us have, I mean, all of us have gone beyond that. They telling their story and me listening to them online, seeing their content and stuff. I can testify to it that yes, this person have gone through it. I have outgrown the difficulties they face whilst coming here, as well as me as well. I mean, I didn't have it smooth as it may look or it may seem.
Of course.
You have to fight. You have to nurture yourself, a garden, and then allow the butterflies to come to you.
Of course. Oh, yes. I like that. Poetic. So nice. Yeah. So you were telling me off camera that you actually started before I met you. You hadn't been here that long, maybe a year or two.
Yeah.
But you started out as a lifeguard.
Yes.
That is incredible. So of course I know you're already from a fitness background, but starting out as a lifeguard and then going into personal training. What was that transition like? And of course, you're still into fitness, representing a lot of good brands right now. We'll get to that. But what was that transition like? And, you know, making a foundation for yourself from one career into the next?
Fitness has always been part of me. I first time walked into the gym, I think 17 years ago, when I one day came out of high school. I came on vacation from high school, and then I was like, you know what? I was a lanky, tall guy. And I was like, I don't want to look like that anymore.
Really?
Exactly. So I started going to the gym. And then it was an African setup of gym made of cement, metals and stuff. And then we started lifting. So we started to build muscle. But then at the same time, I just got into basketball, high school basketball.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Of course, the height.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yes, so I just got into high school basketball, played national level competitions, and then after high school, still in the gym, entrepreneuring, was doing graphic designing at the same time.
Oh, nice.
And then coaching, then went into coaching. I was a junior coach for a high school team, which I later took to a Ghana National Championship and won gold. And got a scholarship to go do sports coaching.
Okay.
In University of Education in Ghana. Yeah, so that came at a time that the Dubai opportunity also came up. So I contemplated with the pros and cons, and then decided to take on this challenge rather than going on I mean, everyone would just take education rather than moving away. Exactly. So I decided to take on this, and then I moved here. I got here into Lifeguard thinking it would be very glamorous.
Okay.
But the conditions were
not so much.
Not as I thought.
Right.
Yeah. So having the fitness was what kept me going.
Okay.
As conditions were not good, sharing rooms with number of people.
Okay. Is that what you were told beforehand, or is that something that when you got here you realized? Okay.
Yeah, that was not what I was told beforehand.
Okay.
And the pay that I had to come here made sense to me back home.
Right.
Because if I finish the school and I get into work, that will be my first salary I'll be receiving.
Of
so
course.
If I can get a chance to do it now, why not? But then coming here knowing that it's peanuts. It's nothing.
Right.
It can do literally nothing to you.
Right.
Exactly. So I was like, no, this wasn't what I signed up for.
Okay.
But I've got here. I might as well make the best out of it.
Okay.
So branding is something that's part of me. Told you I was a graphic designer, so branding is something that, so I started branding myself whilst I was still a lifeguard. Without you, I'm proud of my job. I was excelling. I've won several awards whilst being a lifeguard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Amazing.
I've represented my company in a UAE Lifeguard Championship twice.
Nice.
Yes, I've come out third in some competitions. Yeah, and then first in some running competitions for the
Where are
company.
those competitions held?
Here, right here in the UAE.
I've never heard of this before.
There is UAE Lifeguard Championship that's been held every year.
Fantastic.
Yes, so
do you put yourself forward, or would your employer put you forward?
yes, they put me forward.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they see the skills in me and everything, so they put me forward, and then yes, I show up and I grab the opportunity, show up, and then prove them right why they chose me to represent them. So yes, so with those things, I'm getting the exposure, meeting people. I was working on the beach, so I'm meeting a lot of people. I'm always open to talk to people.
Right.
Yes, direct the conversation, try to get what I need to know about Dubai, elaborate myself. That's how I knew I could get my coaching certificate.
Right.
Where to get it, how to enroll and everything. Did that, prepared myself for the next stage.
Right.
And then when it was time, I just stepped out of
Exactly.
lifeguard and then moved into freelancing, and then to be able to do a lot of stuff.
Well, that's how we met, because you were training on the beach, and of course I was none the wiser about your previous role and stuff like that. But it's amazing to hear how you transitioned, and even while you were working and just being yourself, talking to people, making friends, getting information, learning, stacking all of that. And when the right opportunity came along, you were ready to just jump.
Exactly. Yes.
That's brilliant. So I know for a while, I never attended a class, unfortunately, but I know for a while there was the Afro classes, Afro Fit.
Yes, Afro Fit.
And I know it got very popular, and there were different times and spaces. In fact, no, I think, did I try a class once? I'm actually thinking, I think I may have. Was it in, at one point, was it in Habtor?
Yes, it was.
I was going to say, maybe not when you were there at that time, because I don't think you led the class.
Okay.
It was a different person now that I'm thinking back. But very fun.
Yes.
I'm actually proud that I did go, because it's one of those things you always look at and you go, one day.
Okay, one day.
And always wanting to promote it as well.
Yes,
That's what we do on,
yeah.
the platform Black Girl in Dubai. But just seeing how it's a room of different cultures, enjoying Afro beats, and now, of course, I'm a piano.
Yeah.
And just wanting to get fit through the music. When I was back in the UK, I used to attend something called soca aerobics.
Oh, wow.
Which, again, with soca, same thing. You just get down. You want to go, you want to lose weight, but you're having fun with the tunes, and you just get lost in it. And before you know it, you are sweating. And songs that you haven't heard of in so long, it's just
comes back.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then it helps the class to go really, really fast and so forth. So, I got to try Afro Step with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Last year.
Yes.
And I promise I am coming back. But I haven't been back to Afro Step. But I think that's more, still with Afro beats, but more Amapiano, which is a lot more popular.
It's still,
at this point in time.
Yeah, it's still built off Afro Fit concept.
Right.
Yes. Because that concept was made up from two minds. So I was still a lifeguard, but I was doing a lot of fitness stuff.
Right.
Yes, I was putting out a lot of fitness content, doing fitness and all those stuff. So I think one of the very first Dubai fitness challenges that was made, I think 2018.
Is it that new?
Yeah,
2018. Okay.
I think that was the first, if not 2017, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2018. That was the very first one that they did. And he reached out to me. So Christian reached out to me and was like, hey, listen, I have this concept of making a group class. what do you think of it and stuff? And I'm like, yes, as you saw me online, I'm a fitness guy, but you've seen me in person whilst you came to the fitness village on Kite Beach. You see my day job. I'm driving a buggy. I have radio with me. I have life-saving equipment with me, oxygen, everything in the buggy and everything. My hip bag with a lot of stuff in it. And you can see I'm controlling a lot of team here on the beach. It's a long stretch of beach. So my mind is always on the water. It's always on the beach. How to save someone. And this fitness hub that is here has even made it a bit more difficult for the job and everything. But as you can see, this is my job. This is what I do in the day. So I don't really have time for anything else apart from fitness that keeps me going, that keeps me sane. When I finish this job, the back job, there is a whole lot of log works need to be done after I finish from the beach. I have to go sit down, do a lot of stuff. So that takes a lot of my time. I don't have much more time. And at the same time, I was still furthering to get my fitness coaching certificates out here. So I was just bound so much. I sleep very less.
And by the way, can I just say, off camera, you were telling me that you saved a lot of lives.
Yes,
I know as a lifeguard, that is your job. And we don't hear about the near misses or, unfortunately, if there is any fatalities or tragedies that happen, you know, occasionally there's something that pops up. But I'd like to think that it rarely happens. But when I asked you, you said actually you've saved a lot of people. So just, you know, to big yourself up. But how many people do you think, give or take, that you saved?
Career saves, I think I've saved up to about 50 people more around there. Lost count at some point because for the first few months into Lifeguard, I was on the forefront. Standing on the stands, saving people if something is happening. So it ranges from heat stroke, someone drowning.
Heat stroke?
Yes.
I mean, of course, we're in Dubai. It is very hot. But is there a point at which maybe people should kind of... Is there warning signs? Like, I guess, you know, we always say, you know, drink a lot of water, stay out of the sun, wear a hat and all these things. But when it gets to the point of heat stroke and saving someone, like, is there like anything we should do before that happens to kind of... I don't know, prepare ourselves. I guess if people knew this, then they wouldn't obviously be in this position.
Definitely.
Right?
So what people do is, oh, I'm going to the beach today. Oh, I'm going into the sun. Oh, if I need to have a lot of water with me. That water is doing nothing to you at that particular time. It's your body that you are bringing. How your body has been prepared before coming.
Long before.
Exactly.
Not the day.
It's just like any other thing.
Not half an hour before.
It's just like any other thing.
Right.
You need to prepare yourself for it. If you don't prepare, then you prepare to fail. So that's it.
But how long before? Like a few days before?
2 days.
Hydrated?
2 days, 3 days. You must make sure you've done your 3.5 liters of water, 3 liters at the max, minimum of water for the last 2 days or 3 days. That prepares your body into...
being in the sun.
Yeah, to be in the sun. Then being there also, then take more water because you've already prepared yourself for that. Your body is fully hydrated. But hydrating yourself, that particular moment, it's for the future. It's for the next few hours, not for that particular moment. It only makes your throat feels like something is happening, but your body-wise, it's now pumping into any other place in your body. So it needs to be done way ahead before you get into the sun.
I'm so glad I asked that question and we interjected there because honestly, we don't know this. We don't think about this so much. Yeah. And I think, you know, we see and we know that it's hot. You think about sunscreen, you think about a hat, you think about sunglasses.
Definitely. Yeah.
But the hydration in advance, I'm so guilty of that. I don't think of it, and even until the day, and they think, oh, ice cream.
Yes, exactly. Cool me down.
Let me go get a wrap. Oh, shall I eat before I go into the water? I'm going to get cramp. Like, these are the things that come to mind. I remember when I was a kid swimming, and they would tell you, don't eat before you go into the pool because, you know.
Yeah, when you are choking, it's easy. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but when you then get into the water, you don't realize how much energy you burn.
Okay.
And then you get out and you're shattered, or you go home and you sleep like a baby.
Yeah, yes.
But just prepping a few days before. Okay, noted. If you are coming to Dubai or anywhere in the hot weather,
Yes.
even in Europe, make sure you stay hydrated well in advance before
Absolutely.
getting into it. Okay, so heat stroke, and then of course, unfortunately, when people
When people drown, and we've had terrible horror situations. I mean, with all these career saves, I've not had any fatality under my watch or under my control or anything like that. Everyone has been saved. There was one near one, but then we got the bad news days later in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the person had brain damage due to the drowning.
Wow.
It was one of these I'm sure one of the laborers, construction workers, definitely. It's a holiday. He had so much rice to eat, came into the water, started drowning. We got him in time, but then the water choked. All the CPR efforts we did, it was a lot of rice coming out.
Really?
So much rice coming out. So the population wasn't sending oxygen to the brain.
Okay.
It was just too choked. So the brain ceased, but then his heart was working.
Okay.
Ambulance was there whilst we finished everything that we could do. He was still alive, taken to the hospital and everything. But then later they said that their heart and brain connection couldn't. Yeah. So yeah, that was the only fatality. But I mean, on the beach, we did our job, and then so those things happen. It's very crazy that you don't get to see it. You only see us there, but when it really happens, we are really, really shattered upstairs.
Of course.
With
It sounds, as you said, like a very glamorous job, but you're under a lot of pressure and you have to be vigilant and alert at all times.
Exactly.
For someone having a mistake or swimming out too far or the heat stroke. There's so many things, and we just come to have fun. We put our lives in your hands.
It can be rip current pulling you in, and you don't know how to handle that, so you panic.
Of course.
So first thing is when you panic, you can be a very good swimmer. Everything is all right with you, but then probably you are afraid of tiny little bit. Something might touch you in the water and you panic. That's it. It starts.
Of course.
Or you are a very good swimmer, but then you can get a stroke, a heart attack, anything. And if those ones happen, it's very, very silent for you to go under the water without anyone noticing.
Right.
So we might just be sitting there watching the water, but I'm telling you, we are always scanning. Up till now, up till today, 7 years, is it 6 years since I've been out of lifeguarding, I still cannot just sit on the beach freely.
You are still scanning.
Exactly. It has become part of me. I don't sit on a beach, so I don't really like to just go relax on the beach. It's not a chill out. You can propose, let's go to the beach. It can be a partner. Since then, partners will be like, let's go to the beach. I'm always opposite to going to the beach. But then you have to. It's not like it's a crime or anything. So I take it up. Okay, let's go. But then they don't know exactly what's going on with me.
Of course.
Yes.
Your mind is ticking.
Exactly. My mind is ticking. I'm scanning here and there, back and forth and all those stuff. So yeah, that was it into lifeguarding. So it's so glamorous seeing, you just stand. I've had a lot of people, you just standing here doing nothing and then you get paid at the end of the day. It's fine. I can be there a whole month without saving someone. But when I have to, someone is descending on me.
That's all the prep.
Exactly.
And it's just that one moment.
Just that one moment. Someone's life is depending on me. That's why we have perimeters of where someone can swim.
Of course.
Yeah, because we have training for how to save someone, the distance and everything. A beach lifeguard should be able to swim 400 meters under 8 minutes.
Wow.
Yes, and we have people doing that for 5 minutes. So they are the very fast swimmers and all those stuff. But you should be able to do that. And talking about 400 meters, that's the whole Olympic cycle round. You need to do swimming
a whole lap
under 8 minutes, a whole lap. swimming under 8 minutes. That's how you should be. And then be able to do some runs under certain times and all those stuff. Be top notch with your CPR skills and everything. So they are not just standing there. Lifeguards are not just standing up there. They have a lot of skills under their sleeves, just waiting to use them.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. It's been so enlightening, and honestly, thank you for the hard work that you do. Because
thank you so much.
With the PT and the modeling and the creative stuff, it can always look like it's nice and glossy.
Yes.
But thank you for your hard work and your vigilance that continues, right?
Thank you very much. Yes.
So let's go back to Christian. You told him, listen, I'm busy. I got equipment. I got things going on. I don't know if I have time for this, but we know that at some point you got involved.
Exactly. So when he did, and then I was like, I'm all up for it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds very nice to me. I resonate with it. Mm-hmm. I think me coming into fitness, I've been thinking of something like this.
Okay.
Yes. So you telling me this, but of course I don't have time to do. I'm thinking of it doesn't mean I can jump into it right away. So you coming to me, do you have the time? How is your work schedule? He said, no, I have a lot of time.
Okay.
I can, we can do that. I just need the person. So he actually mentioned, I've gone to several guys.
Right.
Mention it. There are those that didn't believe in it.
Of course.
And there are those that didn't was like, this guy what is he thinking? What is he thinking he wants to do? And he's a very passionate person that's, his enthusiasm about things would picture it so big to you.
Yeah.
So if something has not even started and you are talking about it so big, will sounds crazy to a lot of people.
Of course.
So this how Christian is. So he came to me, I was like this, and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to help out with this. No wasting of time. He said, when should we do it? Because it's been a few months now. I've been talking to people. I was like, next week, next 2 weeks. He was like, wait, how?
I love that.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. You want to start?
You came to me, so
exactly.
Let's go.
Let's get into it. Said, okay, perfect. I can remember was the 18th November 2018.
Wow.
Or 20-something November. Around the end of November. That was when we did the very first class. So do you know where we can do it? So quickly interviewed. We did the talking and everything. The rest were mostly on WhatsApp, back and forth, talking what we should do. Did about 2 rehearsals. I remember Damien helping us with it. We did about 2 rehearsals before the main class, how we should structure the class and all those stuff. He's more of a dancer.
Okay.
He's more of a dancer, and I'm more of the fitness guy, the movements and all those things. I don't dance as him. I have the movement. I'm from Ghana. Exactly. Can do that and all those things, but I'm not a dancer. So we fuse our 2 skills together.
Nice.
That was how come we birthed Afrofit.
Nice.
So the Afro dance and then the fitness coming together.
Brilliant.
And then the music, he was like, I can handle the music.
Mm-hmm.
I would put the music together.
Where's Christian from?
Christian is from Cameroon.
Nice. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he's from Cameroon. So we came up together, teamed up, did the very first class. I think how many people did we get in that class? Was it 20, 25, up to 30 years? The very first class. I mean, he did a lot of work having people ready to attend. I think he has been telling a lot of people already.
Yeah.
So I did my bit, also got my people into it. And then we did the very first class and was like, wow, people like it. Okay, how many times? So we started 2 times a week, then made it 3 times a week. Wow. You know our popular days. We know the low days. So on my part, I'm working. And just when we started that, I was transferred to start the night beach.
Right.
And the classes are in the evening, 6:37.
Right.
And then my night beach, I start duty from 12 o'clock. Instead of coming early morning. By the way, Lifeguard starts work at before sunset, just by sunset. And
really?
Sunrise to sunset.
Okay.
So that's their work timing. So in the summer, they are working 13 hours, 13 and a half hours.
My God.
Yes, that's the life standing in the sun for. I've done that and all those stuff. But yeah, so during this time, I mean, it's just gone dark. I need to show up at the class.
Right.
And then go. So I was juggling between that. I will get my 2IC to stand in for me for this. So I will approximately leave work for 1 hour, 30 minutes. 15 minutes to get there. Class is done within 15 minutes to 1 hour. Chit chat with a few people. I'm out. I'm back to my work. And then I finish at 12 midnight, get home, sleep. I remember I have
Next day, midday.
I remember I have a client in the morning at 6. So when I get...
My gosh.
Yeah, so when I get home, I just put my head down. So the night beach gives me time to do my works on the laptop, paperwork and all those stuff done. Then when I get home, I put my head down. Then I'm ready to come in with the morning shift. So I'm saving money for my transport and all those stuff. By the way, we were living in Sharjah. The company accommodation was in Sharjah.
So you were getting up early, getting with the team,
come in the
making the
morning
drive
sunrise.
from Sharjah to
Sunrise.
Dubai.
Go train my clients in Marina, then return back to the beach. Of course, I have my staff with me. I'm not going to return back to Sharjah.
Of course.
I have my staff with me, so I just stay around and then change up. When it's 12 o'clock, I change up into my uniform. Or if I have anything to do in Dubai, I go do it. You know?
And then you can start at midday.
Exactly. Then I can start at midday till midnight. When there is a day of the class, I do the class. If it's not a day, so we're doing the classes Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. So if it's class for me, I do it. If it's not,
wow.
Yeah.
So you would rotate it. Obviously, it wouldn't be you every day, but it would be a rotational schedule.
When we started, for the first 2-3 months, I have to be there because it's the two of us. The vibe was based on the two of us.
Okay.
One person wasn't giving the vibe.
Okay.
If it's me alone, it's not worth it. If it's him alone, it's not worth it. Two of us, perfect fit.
Nice.
That was how it was going. So when one person is not there, unless the class is not selling, we don't have a lot of people. So we started with the model of renting out the studio. So first 2 classes, Gym Nation wanted to get the class.
Okay.
We didn't agree.
Okay.
So we moved it on to Hub Tour.
Nice. Okay.
I did it at Hub Tour. Then moved it to Bowling Center.
Hub Tour is where I did a class, whenever that was. I don't remember, but I came with the members. We went to do it together. I think quite a few people had heard about it and was like, let's do it as a group. We can just laugh at each other. Who can step to the beat and who's like wiped out after 20 minutes. Like seriously, after a little while, you're looking at each other, you're like, how long have we got left? This is intense.
Yeah.
It's fun, of course, and you know that you're burning calories, but at the same time, I'm like, I did not realize.
Yeah, what you're coming for, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you might realize. Yeah.
Because we could support each other. It's like, okay, come on. 2 more steps. Come on. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you are 2, so this is what we did with the class. So the 2 of us are leading the class. We have Damien that we nicknamed the Hype Man.
Right.
And then there was Sheldon.
Okay.
Who comes in as the police. Yes, we named him the police. So he makes sure everyone is doing, because it's a group class. And if you go to group classes, if it's one instructor, he doesn't have the time to correct people.
Exactly.
So we have Sheldon doing the work of the police. He makes sure you are still working out and you are doing your correct forms. If you are squatting, doing something and all, you are doing your correct form. And Damien is a hype man. He's always with a towel. So first round, second round, that everyone is dead. That's when his energy
comes like,
boom, boom, no, we need to get going. Yeah. And all those stuff. And then people come alive. And that's when some of the extra exciting musics also come up.
Of course.
And you have no excuse than to still put your dying self into the rhythm again. Until when it's done, you are just... So when the class is done, it's like, oh, thank you so much. That's finally.
When that break even came, you're like, thank God for the break. People are like, is this a break or is it over? I'm like, it's the break. You got another little while. It's like, can't go. I was like, we can go again.
Yeah, so I think it was in 3 parts, right? Yeah. So we loved it when we get those reactions. To the point that this studio in Haptu couldn't contain people.
In fact, the day that I went, it was a lot of people. It was a big studio.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
Studio. That was our peak. On Tuesdays, we just cannot contain the people. The noise was higher.
On a Tuesday?
Yeah, on a Tuesday we were high.
I guess because people finish work and they want to be serious and go straight forward.
So, we were getting a lot of highs on those days. And then we even did we did for kids as well. And then I think he later did for moms, stay-home moms as well. Which wasn't, was also a success, but then it was just too much to handle.
Now you've transitioned into Afro Step, which you have solo. Yes. Tell me a little bit more about that, because I've been to the class and I love it. It's a step class. I didn't even think I'd be good at it. Okay. I've tried step before and I could not get out with the rhythm. So coming to your class though was actually great. Again, came with some members. They loved it. In fact, one member in particular was always telling me about it and was like, you should try it. You know, she comes all the time and, holds the other members, and then we're like, let's come together. So it was actually so fun. I think I traveled shortly after that, actually, because I had to go to the UK at the start of the year. But it was great. Great energy, as usual, you being a friendly person, but I just think everyone in the class was it wasn't so much about who's keeping up. And I think that's what I felt previously in other spaces, like, whether it's pole classes or anything, there's sometimes a healthy competition going on, but if you're the beginner in the class, you feel like the beginner in the class. In your class, I didn't feel like that, or anyone. I feel like even the guys, there was a couple guys, mostly women, but everyone was welcome. You kind of gave people time to catch up. And then for me, I was like, just count the steps. And if I miss, okay, and 1.
Why?
And I just had fun with it. I wasn't trying to take it too serious. I was just like, and I think that's what you have to do. You can't be, oh my God, I'm missing a step. I can't do it. You just got to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Kick the leg up, kick the leg back. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that, but I'm going to...
Just do what you can do. The maximum you can do.
It was good. I think you're a great teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think,
I didn't know I could teach much, but with Afro Fit, I got into, I didn't release my full self. I don't know. I have one friend of ours. She's Romanian. She comes to our classes. She's our friend. She is always saying, you hold back a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the day, like during the Afrofit stages, you hold back a lot. You are not in the, vocal forefront of things. And I was like, I was juggling between stuff. So I was giving what I could give.
Of course.
And then I move on to the next.
Of course.
So that was what was happening. With this being my solo baby, I have to give it my all in that space of time that I'm holding the class and all those stuff. So it was like, you don't. So back then you'd be like, no, talk more, do this, introduce the class, talk with the members when the class is done. You don't see you just vanish.
You just bounce.
Yeah, you just vanish. And then you are right there when the class is about to start. There are people that come earlier and then they want to chit chat. And mind you, with Afrofit, there was one thing about Afrofit. I didn't want to add more work to my work.
Okay.
So,
of course.
Christian, can you handle everything? Yes, I can handle everything. Social media, planning how to post, reaching out to people, because we were doing group workouts for teachers and staff. So it was kind of a team building. We do team building and stuff for schools and all those stuff as well.
Amazing.
So we were doing that with Afrofit. So was like, can you handle that? Reach out to them. If I have an idea, we discuss it, but you take it on.
Right.
Anything you want to do that needs my attention, reach it. Let's do. We have the group chat. We go back and forth with it and all those stuff. We decide what we are doing. You take it on. He used to work at Bounce.
Okay.
So we're doing Afrofit at Bounce as well.
Okay.
On the trampoline. Yes, we did Afrofit on the trampoline. Thanks to him that he works there. And
oh my gosh, that must have been so intense.
Oh yeah. And then it was fun as well, bouncing. And then some people would just go off the class and just be doing their own stuff. But then we bring them in and all that. Being a Bounce coach, then he does the class half and then take half of them onto something else.
Right.
Like to do some other stuff. So people were telling me that then, I had a background of coaching kids, high school kids. I just came out of high school not long before, like I started to coach basketball in high school, took them to the national championship, back home and all those stuff. So
Wow.
Yeah. And then few of them are out, got scholarships out of Ghana. They're in the US. Wow. Yes.
That's amazing.
From that winning team that got out. I'm disappointed about some. Two of them that didn't make out scholarship, but yes, they are good off, and I think it's God's plan for them anyway. But so with that particular moment with Afrofit, why I wasn't so outgoing with all the members was just because I had so much on my plate. So
you were juggling a lot.
Exactly, I was juggling a lot and all those stuff. So that was it. Then, after that, I was training Pirates Surf Club, which was kids.
Okay.
From 5 years to 16.
Wow.
So there, I have to train with kids. I have to talk to them. I have to get into their rhythm and all those stuff. I was teaching them life saving, and then I would do a little bit of fitness with them and other thing because I can do a lot. I was a multi-purpose trainer with them and all the stuff. So that helped me as well to, coach kids and then
of course
and
add to your skill set.
Add to my skill set and all those stuff. So that helped as well. And I became an instructor with the Lifeguard before I moved out.
Right.
So I was training new lifeguards. Most of the lifeguards on the beach now, some of them holding the positions of senior lifeguard or supervisors or something. They went through my training to be certified as lifeguards and all those stuff. So I think it has been a trait in me trying to impact knowledge or something to
and even help people back home, help people here.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, like we were talking about Ghana off camera before we got started, and I'm Jamaican, so I have a large Caribbean influence around me. My mum is from Grenada and Trinidad.
Okay.
Actually born in Trinidad, but was raised in Grenada before she migrated to the UK as a child. And then my dad was born in the UK, but my grandparents were from Jamaica and migrated over in the 50s. So growing up, my culture is very British, very Caribbean, and I have African friends. But I knew a lot of things through their lenses, or I guess what school or society taught us. But so much of what I know about, culture and African culture and history and things like that, I've learned a lot more about it here because of conversations like this and meeting amazing people. Like, do you know a lot of Ghanaians in Dubai? Because I come across Nigerians and West Africans all the time.
Yeah, everywhere.
I'm about to say, but predominantly Nigerians, a few Cameroonians here and there and stuff like that, but a handful of Ghanaians. So do you know, is there like a little small community of you guys or in the numbers up there?
Recently, we've started to, have few Ghanaians here and there.
You've started a movement.
Yeah, we meet each other, we be like, oh yeah, and stuff. And then sometimes we be like, you know what, let's gather here and then have our local foods. Nice. Yeah, like fufu, banku, whatever you want to eat. We meet at the restaurants.
Amazing.
So that's how come we are bringing it up. And there is even now a community of like, I think, if you want me to mention a handful of Ghanaian fitness trainers, I can mention her.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we get together like that.
Can you spot someone, like before you start talking, can you kind of tell by the way they walk or dress, or if you pick up something, you're like...
There are some looks I can get a look. I can get it from a look, and then some you cannot. Yeah. So there are some certain looks that when I look at you, I'll be like, this guy would definitely be Ghanaian. Or maybe there will just be something about you that I can just see the aura around you. Definitely a Ghanaian. But then some people, I'll have to wait for you to talk before I can get it that you're a Ghanaian or not. Yeah. So that's how it is.
So which tribe are you from?
I'm Ewe.
Okay.
So I'm Ewe. We are from the Volta region in Ghana, and it's close to Togo.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
It's close to Togo. So my tribe is close to Togo, and my language is being spoken in Togo as well. It's just different dialects.
Okay.
So as much as they speak French, their local language, they have Ewe from the down, and then if you go to Benin, the same thing. Then I'll take it a bit further to Nigeria.
Okay.
The Ewes actually moved from Ile-Ife in Nigeria. Not a lot of people from Nigeria. If I mention Ile-Ife, they don't really get it. Okay. But then I'm sure a few people will know. The Ewes migrated from Nigeria, Ile-Ife. Though prior to that, there was somewhere further than that, probably coming from the Ethiopian side or something like that down to Nigeria.
Wow.
Then moved down to Benin, then Togo, Nigeria, Togo, Ghana settlement was at once. Mm-hmm. But then because of colonial separation,
of course,
that was how it happened that Ghana has to, a part of that has to be part of Ghana. And then, yes.
Part of that is like Benin, Togo.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, our part was not supposed to be part of Ghana. We were supposed to be part of Togo because we were colonized by the Germans,
right?
Not the British.
Right.
And they were coexisting with us. They didn't colonize us. I will say, I will correct the colonization. They were just with us. So they just left. They just decided to leave. We didn't gain independence from them.
Okay.
They just decided to leave. So when they left, UN added us to Ghana. So we were Transvolta Togoland. That should be the name. And then UN added us to Ghana. And then we are part of Ghana. So
that's
like... Yeah, not a lot of people will tell you this or not.
I didn't even know that. And yes. I love conversations like this because the few people that I've come across, we don't always get to talk about history here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of conversations are surface level, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's beautiful. And again, I love to share this with like my parents and my family because coming from the Caribbean, as I was saying to you before, off camera, you know, sometimes I think society or school or different things, culture didn't really encourage the collectiveness. There was a lot of separation between countries or between the Caribbean and Africa. But now a lot of that has evolved, thankfully, and we're sharing information and we're learning stories. So I've met a few Ghanaians who have shared the similarities between, you know, Ghana and Jamaica. Yeah. And so things like the flag, which I learnt and did some research on, the Jamaican flag, if you didn't know, is based on the Ashanti flag and colours.
Red, yellow and green, yes.
Black, yellow and green.
Black, yellow and green.
Exactly. Yes. And so, you know, people don't, I guess, our generation, I'm a millennial, we don't think about when flags were formed or whatever. You just grow up and you're like, this is the flag.
Jumped into it.
But some of them were created not that long ago. And when you look at how or why they were created and what caused that thing, there was a few different variations of the Jamaican flag, but it was based on the Ashanti flag. And I think growing up, so many people talked about us being very similar to Nigerians and the characteristics and the mannerisms and the loudness we talk and the passion. Yeah. But hearing actual Ghanaians who are like, you know, this is the story. You came from here. This is perhaps where you were from.
Yeah.
It's just been beautiful. And then even with Tree, if I say that correctly, Tree, the language, the name of the country is apparently from the word
Tree language, yes.
Jamaica, which is translated into something of the terms we are
stuck. Yes.
Unfortunately, even thinking about that, when I first heard about it, I'm thinking, my God, our people who were brought at that time and having that realization that they could not get back to their homeland.
Stuck, yes.
Jamaica is something that stuck is Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica
is the name of the country. And not very many people, even when sharing that, know of it or receive it.
Yes.
For some of them, they're like, well, how do you know that's true? Or that's not our story. We're not stuck. We're not people. And of course, Jamaicans are very proud, and as we should be. We've come very, very far. But just understanding who we are, like my family have done Ancestry. Okay. So I know that I have West African blood across different countries. Okay. Nigerians claim us a lot more. And even for me, having these conversations with one or two people, I'm thinking maybe others Hausa, maybe this, and they're like, no, you are Yoruba. So I love the conversations. I love learning it, but it's something that is beautiful. And even a little nod to that, I was gifted this bag some time ago, and I thought, you know what, you're coming on today, so I'm going to bring the bag and I'm going to place this here because this is a cloth that you will recognize.
Exactly. This is the Kente print. So it's been woven with the manual. It's not by machine or anything, but I think this is a print of it.
Yes.
Which is very traditional. This is a very rich pattern.
Very recognizable as well.
It's very rich for us. And Asantehene puts it on. So the big king, the chief of the Asante Kingdom, puts this on the occasions of Big Deba and everything.
Like celebrations.
Celebration with a lot of gold, because the Ashanti sits on a gold mine.
Right.
That's how come Ghana was then called the Gold Coast. Like you have Ivory Coast beside us.
Yeah.
We have Ivory. We had the Gold Coast before the name was changing to Ghana. By the way, Ghana means the warrior king. If you never knew about that.
This is a whole history lesson. I did not know this. I mean, I knew it was called Gold Coast, but why and how and all that kind of thing. I met one person who's like, oh, this person has an actual gold mine. And you're thinking, who has a mine? Really? Never. I thought they were lying. You just don't come across people like that all the time. But I did in Dubai. Okay. But I didn't know that's how the name came about.
Yes. Wow. So that's the name Gold Coast. So there was a lot of gold from this land. And still the Ashanti owns up to now is a major shareholder because it's from the land and everything. And he moves around with a lot of gold on his leg, very heavy and stuff, but it's his tradition. He needs to do that. He has a sword that he carries. He speaks with it. Whatever movement he does, people can understand what he's doing and all those stuff. He's always carried in a palanquin when he's going for a deba. Then being put down before he sits under an umbrella and all those stuff. So he has all the gold and stuff. I mean, it's a tough job being the Asantehene and then going for a deba or going for a big ceremony and all those stuff. And then this cloth, in actual sense, is also very heavy. It's very
thick. Yes.
Heavy. So that's the Bonre Kente, because it means that's not my language, but it means that I can speak.
What language is that?
Tree, Bonre Kente.
Okay.
Tree. That's the tree. That's the Akan language. Yes. So they do that. The Elwes also have theirs, but we don't have it colorful as this.
Okay.
The Northerners also have this. It's not colorful as this. It's mostly black and white for the Northerners, and then they have a regalia with it, which is halfway armless kind of a thing. The Elwes also have theirs. And then almost, I think, all the tribes in Ghana collectively has this woven heavy clothes, like the Kente, yes.
Do you have any of your cloth here in Dubai? Or is this only stuff that you have back in...
Yes, as I was moving here, I couldn't bring in... bring any...
So if there's any celebrations or awards or anything, you just go traditional, like Western... Not traditional, you go
I can
Western,
plan it.
But...
Yes, I go Western. I mean, award shows are Western.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta give them the swag and the,
Award shows, I don't know if you remember me picking up, I think you were there when the Black Excellence Awards.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I had to give a little bit of Afrobeat dance to on stage. I mean, I couldn't dress in an African way, but I can still give an African move to.
I think there are some
Give an
places, I personally haven't found it, but I do know people do go to like dearer sites and stuff like that to find different cloths and materials, maybe even prints. I don't know if it's like the original stuff or if it's things that people import.
It's just print.
But yeah, we need to find you some cloth or get someone to bring it over.
I can get. It's very expensive. It's very heavy. I think this can take a lot of kgs.
I was gonna say, I don't know what we're planning for, but we gotta be ready. The next award that you're getting, or somewhere in life that you say,
definitely. I would like to dress like that. I mean, it represents the whole of Ghana. If I dress like that to take up an award on stage, yes.
Well, you are representing. Sorry, I'm enjoying this conversation so much. I'm learning so many things.
Yes.
We'll talk again off camera. But you've worked with like Dubai Tourism.
Yes.
You are, I believe, an ambassador for Puma.
Yes.
Some meal planning brands. Like you've done so much and represented so much since your Lifeguard and personal training journey started. And of course, you've done a lot of modeling.
Yes.
So how did you get into that? And what can you tell us about it? Because I'm sure there are a lot of people looking and wanting to know how they can also do that as a professional model or a content creator and work with brands and sponsors.
It's mostly about branding, how you brand yourself or how you present yourself.
Do you have an agent?
Yes, I have.
Amazing.
I'm signed up to a few agencies.
Amazing.
Yes. I have about 4 agencies that I'm signed up to.
So do they want you at any point to be exclusive, or thankfully have you been able to sign to one and then just tell them that you don't want to be exclusive, you want to go to different agencies, or that was not really
Yes, we don't have exclusivity unless you want to have an exclusive agent.
Right.
But definitely the agent is also probably maybe be working with other brands and all those.
Okay.
Unless you have an agent, one particular one, but the agencies are for everyone. And they are ready to help anyone to honor their talent as a model.
Amazing.
I mean, I believe anyone can be a model because modeling is not based on, people have a perception about modeling. Oh, it must be this, you must look like this, you must be that and all those stuff. But everyone can actually be a model if you have the aura, and then it's just a set, it's a set of skills that you need to have. Once you have it, you can be. So,
yeah, I think things have changed. And of course, I grew up in the West. And so coming from the UK and that school of thought before, I think you had to be certain height and certain weight, or someone like myself, I'm like 5 foot. Yeah. So I'd be classed as a petite model, right? Or you've got plus size and all this stuff. Yeah. But now, especially in this content creation and generation space and even AI, I think so many people don't realize that they can become their own model and represent their own community. There's a niche that they can make. And we need that diversity in terms of height, weight, shapes and sizes, because there's so many things that people have no idea about until it's public. And it's, I don't want to say like a thing or a trend, but we need to see other things other than just the European standard or, like a range of things. Obviously, being out here now, you do see, a lot of models maybe in local dress or people that wear abayas and other types of fashion. But it's been great because I think you've done a range of campaigns and things with children or things with family, things with perfumes.
Exactly. Yeah.
You've done a range of stuff. So it's good that you're representing.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I would say getting into everything started from the beach. Right, getting it, and I'm very grateful. Like it's Dubai, you can talk to, because you can be in a set of room, like you can be in a room and a set of people are all from different nationalities, which makes it so amazing. Like I get to understand a lot of people, talking to people on the beach. So getting into modeling, as I mentioned earlier, I would like to talk to people, try to explore Dubai, know what I can do next, what I can put under my sleeves and all those stuff, advices and directions and all those stuff. So it was one good friend from the beach, that was one lady that always comes. And I'm supposed to protect one area, the kite beach, the main kite surfing place.
Right.
You are not meant to swim there before, but people come there. There is no one to tell them not to swim there.
Right.
So we started as lifeguards there. So we were given the mandate to not allow people to.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult. We said, put a signpost that said no swimming here. It's only for kite surfing.
Is this like the area that's near the rocks or where they...
Before the area before the rocks, and then before the kite beach, from the kite beach area, you walk straight, the next place.
Okay.
Then before the next place is the rock. So in between, the one in between.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. From Salt directly, Yeah.
Yes.
In between Salt and then the main kite beach. That's area. Yes.
Okay.
That's the kite surfing place. That's why it's named Kite Beach. It's for kite surfing, so that's why it's named Kite Beach. So that place was not supposed to be for. So it gave us a difficult job as lifeguards to, if you
Bring
are
the
there,
news and be like,
you just,
can't swim.
sorry. And people will be like, when did you come to Dubai? When did you start coming to this beach?
Really?
I live here. I come here all the time. Today, you are telling me I cannot swim here.
Right.
How is that possible? So there are people that disrespect whatever you are telling them. Of course, you don't have authority. I will tell you, we started this job. I came, I got trained. My swimming was zero when we got here.
Okay.
Especially most of the guys from Ghana.
Really?
The recruitment wasn't up to who they sent to do the recruitment. Didn't know the requirement.
Okay.
So they just took whoever can survive in the water.
My God.
Yes. Whoever can just be in the water, can survive, can just be cool, chill in the water, assume can swim. So they signed us out.
Wow.
And then brought us here. I mean, coming here, you have to, I'm going a bit off topic, but coming here, you have to, I think I paid $1,500
Okay.
to the agents.
Okay.
And then I got here and I learned that $1,500 just went into the pockets of the agent.
Okay.
The company actually paid my visa, everything, accommodation, flight ticket, everything to get here. So that money is just for the agent. But you were meant to believe that money is being used for everything, your visa and everything and all those stuff, but just goes into their pocket. They sent 2 representatives from the company in UAE to come and then get you to see whether you can swim and then sign up for it. And then we got here and then we got that we actually have no skills.
Wow.
We have to know how to do the proper swimming. No breaststrokes, nothing. So we have to start all over, and that requires a lot of
intense training.
Yes. I mean, the first time I had to do that and then try my timing, I got 13 minutes.
Wow.
So I have 5 minutes to cut off.
Yeah.
That is a lot of time to cut off within 3 months with swimming.
So they give you 3 months to improve?
Yeah, because the operation needs to start at that time. They can only halt the operation. By that time, it's supposed to start, but they can only halt it to train everyone up to standard. Because they expected people to be trained or something just to start right off. But then, yeah, that was it. So, yes, we have to go through that and then become and all those stuff. So, yes, when we started operation, we didn't have uniform. We started soft opening by wearing our own stuff. Okay. So we were like, who are you? Who are you telling me not to swim on the beach?
I've been here much longer than you.
Exactly. You're telling me I should go there and stuff. And yeah, so the rest of the lifeguards cannot do this. They just really cannot talk to the people. But I found pleasure in trying to explain, is this, it's a new rule, is that. So people are, okay, I like how you talk. I like how you explain. Okay, just for that, I'll listen to you. I'm going there. They had sang, I'll be there and stuff. So there was this particular lady that was like, so I was there and then I directed her to go to somewhere else. Then another time, they put me on another lifeguard station, which was far away. So instead of coming to Kite Beach, remembering that, knowing that probably I'll be there to talk her out to go swim somewhere else, she went somewhere else. And there, I was stationed there that day. There was,
wow.
You are here too? And I was like, well, they rotate us. So this is where you are meeting. And that was like after probably 3 weeks or a month, you know. Then we spoke a little bit. She enjoyed the time. And I try as much as possible not to be on YouTube, be like, you know, to feel uncomfortable. So a little bit chat, let it go. If you are really interested, we continue the chat. I'm open to it. Another time, the third time I met her, on another side again, there was, okay, now I believe you are following me. You know, she opened up. We had a conversation. She had her name is Kabir. Farah. Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Farah. So she moved me on and spoke to Jennifer Polomoni, who is a stylist and then director. So it was like, listen, I have a friend that wants to be a model. He's a lifeguard who wants to be and at that time it was it 2019 January? I think I've even handed in my resignation already. So everything just happened right at the same time. So then she set up the meeting and she spoke with Puma that I have a project to do for you. Is that, and then, I mean, she did
This is
her
with
thing.
Puma, you said?
Yes, with Puma.
Amazing.
She did her thing. And then I was supposed to show up.
So that was a while back. You've
Yeah,
been
2019.
ambassador for some time.
Yeah, I mean, this was just a shoot. This was just a shoot. Nothing to do with being an athlete for them, an ambassador for them or something. It was a shoot for Theodore Bradley. Do you know Theodore? I'm not sure. He's an African American with dreadlocks. He's an artist.
No.
So yeah, he did a collaboration with Puma. So it was that Jennifer brought me in for, and then had to dress me like a Maasai to do the shoots with the shoes and everything and all those days. And of course, it was a bold collection. After that, it became mine. And then I do content with them as I wear the Puma all the time. And then if my go-to brand became Puma, so I need to get some kits and stuff, I go to Puma to get them. All my contents are in Puma. I'm constantly tagging Puma. So it's like, how will I say it? You know, I'm calling them out. I'm
Running into you.
Exactly. Whoever is managing the account definitely sees a lot from me and all those stuff. Then knowing that I fit as a fitness model, then their first gig came through. Then they reached out to me directly, not through any other person. And yeah, I did an ad for them. Amazing. And then from there, I became their influencer.
Yeah.
I became a Puma influencer. And from there, it just kept getting better. And there is a project for them, an app for it. That's how most of my payouts come out from.
Of course.
Because, yes, being an ambassador would not, the payouts are not much, but when you do a project, it's much better.
Of course.
It's higher, and yeah, so that's how come I got on board with
That's amazing.
I mean, I mentioned that earlier. Prepare your garden, and that's what I've been doing my whole time here. I just try to prepare the garden very well that will attract the butterflies.
That's so beautiful.
Every time I just prepare myself, that would make you call me out. Though I work on that's the work I put in myself. I reach out to other staff as well, and the rest, it's to me.
So, speaking of the butterflies and watering the garden and making sure it's all pretty to attract the right people, we need to talk about you being the handsome chocolate gentleman that you are, because I know, or at least I think, I won't say I know, but I believe that finding dates or dating wasn't a struggle for you when you first came here. What has that been like? Because you know what, we collaborated back in the day on a beautiful calendar that we put together, and I remember thinking, This particular picture, I mean, you had loads of great pictures. You're a great model.
Yeah.
But there was a particular beautiful chocolate picture next to the Burj Al Arab. And I'm like, this building next to this body is going to be the reason people want to see this calendar.
Okay.
And we were celebrating the Black Excellence out here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I knew you had to be part of it because I could see that you were doing the work. I'd met you. I'd bumped into you several times.
Yeah.
Very professional, very humble.
Yeah.
And a great physique.
Yeah.
So how has it been dating in Dubai? I think so many people have a negative connotation of it because it hasn't been great. But I know a lot of people who have met their partners here and have gotten married. So what was that like for you, or what is it like for you over the years?
I mean, as you've said,
You didn't struggle?
it can be a blessing and it can be a curse.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to say, I mean, if not to boast or not to underplay myself as well. I mean, yes, looking good can be a blessing and a curse because if you're extremely or you are extremely good looking to the higher proportion of percentage of people, you don't know who is actually coming in really for you. Is it just for your beauty? Is it just for how you appear that they want to be associated with? Or is it you in what you can offer?
You're such a lovely guy. I never really hear guys question that, if I'm honest with you. Seriously, because I do think, you know, some of my friends that I know who are very good looking, successful, I think they assume that sometimes, not all of them, but they assume that maybe women are only looking for a certain type of guy.
Right, yeah.
Good looking, with the money, with this.
Yeah.
And a lot of them now are settled down and married, which is amazing. But I don't know if a lot of guys worry about the looks or if that's what people are just attracted to. Sometimes it's the money conversation that comes up.
The money conversation. Are they attracted to your money? Are they attracted to just a good drug? Are they attracted to what's going on with you and all those stuff and all the I'm just a very thoughtful person, so it applies to a lady as well.
Of course.
Yeah. If you
I think as well, depending on how you look, people assume you constantly have a date or you must be taken. How can you be single?
I can take advantage of as well. Just move around, just do what I want to do. Because, I mean, if I walk into a room, I'll get one or two winks out there. I mean,
the ladies, they winking at you.
well, that happens a lot. You get a bit of smile, you say hello, they say 10 words already and all those. So you know who likes you or not. You take advantage of a lot of stuff with that and all those stuff. But I'm someone who is I'm very thoughtful of
quite mindful.
Mindful of such stuff and all those stuff. I mean, I wouldn't stay on camera and say I don't take advantage of such stuff sometimes, but then most of the time I'm just conscious about it. Because you cannot say I have a type. I usually go for an aura. So you will not say I have a peculiar type. You can find few of my partners maybe alike or something like that. Yeah, you not really find, you know. And a lady will say I like a tall man. I like my man to be black. I like him muscled, or I like him midway, this athletic or this and all those stuff. And
when they're making those stipulations, are they the same? Are they tall? Are they fit and muscular?
Exactly. So that goes also the other way. But someone like me may think he probably wants someone who is fit as well. He probably wants someone who is tall or something. But with me, it will not go that way. It's probably an aura. You may be like, I think he likes the white girls or something, but it's not so. It's an aura that attracts you get me. My last 2 ex was black,
right?
From from the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
British.
Yeah, British, black, full Ghanaian, both parents Ghanaian.
Okay.
I just grew up
In the UK.
full black and all those stuff. So someone now will be like, he likes. So back then, someone would be like, okay, he likes his woman black. But then you find me in the other spectrum as well and all those stuff. Or like he likes his woman tall. You find me with a short glass. So it can just be an aura. Oh no, he likes his woman thin. No, you can find me with the plus size, more thick lady or something like this. So it's the aura that moves with
that.
Yeah, it's the aura that moves with
the mindset.
Exactly, that moves with the person. So I may just see someone. Yeah. Then probably I may talk to you and then sorry. The inside doesn't match the outside. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's just so it can be a blessing and a curse as I'm saying. So yeah. It has not been easy juggling. I think Dubai has got a perception of when you get here, you not know that, but within a year or two, you find that it seems no one is serious here.
I've heard that a lot, actually, more often than not. That's why, thankfully, I have family or friends who have met their person here, and it's like serious, it's solid.
Yes.
Gotten married or about to get married. So that's been beautiful. Some people have moved here with their partner, and again, for the majority of them, still together.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes. Of course, you hear of the stories where people have broken up here and they would say Dubai changes you or breaks up the relationship and stuff like that. But I do know of good success stories.
Definitely.
I don't think that's everyone's story, though. Of course,
I got married here. Yes. So I started my family out here in Dubai.
Beautiful. I do know. Yeah.
Exactly. So it goes both ways. Yeah. I mean, if you are in your own bubble, in your own country, everyone is the same as you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are with your partner, and then you think you can stand the test of moving into a multicultural city.
Right.
Trust me.
And a fast-paced city.
And a fast-paced city, trust me, it's going to put you to the test.
Yeah.
Because you two have not really tested out meeting other culture or who you can resonate with. You've just been in your own small bubble.
Yeah.
But if you move out here and then you are meeting a lot of people that actually resonate with you,
yes,
you might probably see, oh, I'm with the best person, or I think I've ended up with the wrong person.
Okay.
So it does, it does, there's just pros and cons. So yeah, people move out here and then go separate ways. And people come here, find their partners, marry, getting married soon with kids, move on, or even move out of Dubai. Yeah.
That's the thing. I think it's so tricky because being out here, I didn't move with a partner. So obviously I'm speaking from what I've observed from friends and family. But I think for me, meeting someone who's also from the UK, or this was my school of thought before, meeting someone from the West, we can kind of understand each other. Because meeting someone who is maybe, let's say African or American or something, we've got a lot of similarities in shared experiences, but we have so much differences. And sometimes I think, especially when I meet, let's say, an African man, traditionally, if he's come direct like yourself from Ghana, there's traditions and culture and things that I don't know about. A, because I'm not from there, but B, I've just grown up on the West with that school of thought and that perception. Not that I don't break that, because I love learning about it and hearing about it, but then I know there are certain things that are done culturally and traditionally, and then of course breaking down religion. I grew up in a Christian space and schooling. But then coming here, I've met so many people who have different faiths and different traditions and things, even in terms of asking for your hand in marriage and paying a dowry and things like that. Like, we don't do that in our culture, especially not in the West, right? So understanding the dowry and how that works and the money and the cows and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, listen, I need someone to pay a dowry for me.
It does.
Let's talk. I'll speak to my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
How much? How many dollars?
I don't know. So from the Caribbean, that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It really. From Africa, Ghana, you did that. So I would say from Africa, we are so much into accepting the Western culture that we need to pull back from it and get back to our own. We are making our main wedding or marriage a second tier to the white wedding. We are doing that a lot, that we need to pull back.
Oh.
Yes, because of course the West have sold the princess kind of idea into everyone's mind.
Disney and Hollywood.
Exactly. They've sold it so well that it has gotten into everyone's mind that everyone wants to end up in a princess style of things. So our main wedding is what we now say, oh, traditional marriage. Oh, you are doing your traditional marriage today, which is you wearing your traditional stuff, everyone in very colorful local dresses, and with your friends and family bringing a lot of presents to the woman's family. This is our main wedding. And it's very beautiful, culturally curated, so nice. But we will do this ahead of time and set another day for the main wedding to wear suits and white dress for the woman Cinderella kind of perception that is your main marriage.
Well, I think it also goes down to like signing of the paperwork and stuff, because again, in the West, and I guess when you were doing it legally on paper, there is that separation. Even if you are in a church, right? You have the church ceremony and then you go to the side, you sign the papers and you come aside.
Which can be done with the traditional as well.
But so many people don't view it that way. Yes. So I love conversations like this because learning and understanding, and it's not just with African culture, you know, when I speak to my Asian friends, it's very similar where things are done, you know, in the Arab world or the Asian world. And in that religion or in that culture, that's the main wedding. Yes. That's the big thing. The days, and then of course the signing of the paperwork comes later.
Because we believe it's an institution. Now, I will say a lot of things are happening with that kind, because if I have signed a paper to be in marriage with you, I can sign the paper off not to be married to you as well. But if my mind is married to you, my mind is married to you.
How beautiful is that?
Exactly. So you understand. So that's why you get people divorcing. Back then, you hardly hear of a divorce. It's till they do them part. I mean, we have kids, we are together, we are married traditionally. There is a greater bond. It's not a paper.
Of course.
There is a greater bond of family, tradition, bonding you together. There is this, how will I say it, tradition that from Nigeria or down to Ghana or something, you have to go with a locally brewed drink, palm wine or something to give to the man to drink. These are things that bond the two of you the day of your marriage. These are more, how will I say it, natural and then spiritually bonding, you know, internally bonding than piece of paper. You get me? So nowadays, people sign a piece of paper and then they sign off a piece of paper as well, you know? So that was what I would say about paying of diaries. It's so traditionally rich that going to a woman and then seeing what you think, you are not buying the woman.
Yes.
It's just a token.
I was going to say, I wanted to note that because I've got one or two friends, even though they are African, they're like, you know, I don't want to have my family pay for this and do whatever. And that's not what I received it as personally.
Appreciation for the family, for the dad, for the mom raising a good woman.
That's what I took from it. And I can't...
It's an appreciation.
Fault anyone for their perspective of it. But again, coming from the West and how people receive it and what's, you know, done in their culture, this person's Nigerian, and why they didn't want to do it, you know, that was of course their prerogative and their choice, but I think it's a beautiful thing.
You cannot pay for anyone, never. It's just an appreciation.
It's amazing. But I love, you know, I could talk to you about this forever. We need to do a part 2 where we talk about the deeper side of marriage and culture, because I know even in like African culture and many other cultures, to be honest with you, the monogamy or one woman, one man type thing is not always practiced. Whether you're Christian or otherwise. And I know there's so many Africans and Muslims and other things. So we need to come to that in a probably a separate episode. We'll get you back on. But I wanted to ask, was it a straightforward process getting married in the UAE?
Was it a straightforward? Yes, it was straightforward. I mean, we did a very light marriage in the embassy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was the time of COVID.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was the time of COVID. You cannot do much and all those stuff. So yes.
So something small.
Yeah, something small in the embassy, got it done, and then started life and all those things, and it's been such a journey so far being married. I mean, the thing is being married to a different culture. One needs patience to accept things from the other culture. And then me being a very strong African person, if me being with a Western person can be a big challenge.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm black.
Right.
I'm black. I'm deeply rooted in that. I have to be a bit tolerant to let few things go which doesn't resonate with me and all this stuff. So yeah.
Just as you touched on that, I know we're going to wrap up in just a sec, but in terms of coming from Ghana and obviously being surrounded by your people and your culture and then coming somewhere like here, did you see yourself as black before you came here? Or is that something more so being in this diverse space that you've kind of associated more with that? Because I feel like it's a Western term that obviously Americans, Brits, Europeans use. But when I meet a lot of African people before they moved to the UAE, I've heard so many people say I didn't really use that term because everyone around me was black.
Yes,
so
everyone was African.
I'm African. That's just what they say.
I may refer to other people, oh, that's a white person, rather than me saying, oh, I know another black person.
Right.
Something like that. That conversation started whilst I'm here. Oh, I know one black guy from it. And started. Yeah, it's all started from me being here.
Right.
That's when,
do you see it as a positive or a negative?
Oh, very positive.
Good.
I see myself as a higher superpower. Yeah. That's how I see myself, genetic wise and everything wise, strength wise and all those. Not to say others don't. There are different races that have a lot, like individuals that possess a lot of qualities and all those stuff. But with the black, it's just predominant. It's just a dominant case of good, fast-paced genetics that I feel is a very superpower. Yeah, I mean, go look at the 100 meters lineup.
I know.
If you find anyone else from it that is not our race, then I don't know what you are saying. Football, same. I mean, you not find any national team from Africa having a different race in their national
I know.
team. But other in Europe or America or something, you find us in their national team.
Absolutely.
And all these things.
The French team.
The French team, basketball, whatever. We are just genetically blessed. So I see it more blessing that I'm like, I don't need to put myself lower to anything, to anyone.
Amazing.
Yeah, I see myself higher.
I love that.
Yeah, when you really need me, you definitely come for me. Yes. As much as you avoid it. So what I say is you're avoiding the truth. You're avoiding to have me. But when you need me, you are definitely going to come for me.
Always.
Yes, always. So this is how I say, this is what I say to myself all the time.
Fantastic. I love your mindset and how you think. You are such a beautiful, humble soul. So before we wrap up, my last and final question for you is, where is and who has the best jollof rice in Dubai? I won't say globally because we can go on that debate for a long time, and some of the team behind the camera are Nigerians, so I'll leave that there. But where can we find the best jollof rice in Dubai, in your opinion?
In my opinion?
Yes.
I mean, We have few Ghanaian restaurants out here that makes
Tell me a couple. Maybe we're like when we get off camera, because I would love to go to some.
I mean, Sankofa.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Dira sides.
Yeah, this is in there.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. I think I would. Anyone watching this, if
Disclaimer.
yeah, anyone watching this, I would like to take a Ghanaian restaurant mainstream.
Love it.
Yes, not only the Nigerian ones, NH, Kiza, and then there's different ones out there. Anyone ready to open up a restaurant, an African restaurant, Ghanaian restaurant, please come. Let's collaborate on that. Let's open a main thing there so that people can get the best jollof mainstream. They don't have to go to Dera for that. This is just my main point of me wanting to open a mainstream restaurant. I want the best jollof to be served mainstream.
And you know what? Having you on board, you can have the amazing healthy options and the different breakdowns of the meals, maybe with the calories and stuff on the side.
You know what? Let it be raw, rich, calorie-dense food that we always eat.
Okay.
I mean, that's what makes us strong.
Amazing.
I don't want to.
I love that.
I don't want to take anything out of it. No, calorie-wise, count your calories. No. Fitness. Yes, I'm fit. It's my job, but my food is my food. From time memorial, we've been eating this food, and it has made us very strong. Go on the farms and do our work. We lift heavy things, not to make us weak. So I would like to keep our food, banku, fufu, pounded yam, eba, everything as authentic as it is.
I love it. That passion. Yes, I looked straight at that camera and was like, listen to me. Listen to me. I love it. Well, if a collaboration comes out of that, then remember where this nice little shout out came from. But honestly, it's been so amazing talking to you on and off camera. Like, there's so many things that we've captured, so many thoughts that have come to my mind whilst you're speaking. And I'm like, okay, get to the next question, because I don't want to forget that. But also, you know, it's just been amazing. And I'm glad that I asked you to come on. So
thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your story and just doing what you do and showing up and preparing your garden and attracting amazing, beautiful opportunities for yourself and shining a light for others to also follow in your footsteps, because you're doing incredible. And I cannot wait to see the next big collaboration that you do, whether it is with a clothing brand or with another tourism board, or anything that's coming up next. In fact, would you like to tell any and everyone something that you're working on now and where they can look out for you?
At this time, you know, I used to have dreadlocks. I'm just rebranding now.
I know.
Yes.
You look good with those.
Yeah.
But the locks was good.
Yeah, the locks was good.
How long were you
more
growing
and more authentic, right?
Yeah, I mean, a mix, but I loved it, and you grew it to quite a good length, like past your shoulders, right?
No, low heights, it was falling right behind me. That was from 2016 all the way to last year, December. Wow. So it was December I got it down. So that's like 8 years. I had it for 8 years, which was a good thing. It was part of that branding. Mm-hmm. Yes, that was part of my brand. So when I cut it off, I have to rebrand myself,
of course,
into a Jamal with short hair and everything. So that's what I'm doing now. I have a run club running. I have the Afro step going on.
Tell us the name of the run club.
Miles and Smiles.
Miles and Smiles.
Yeah, exactly. Find us smiling all the way through whilst we are running on Kite Beach. So smiling through the miles. Yes. That's the concept behind that. Yeah, we don't want anyone to come and then just run off, run back.
It's impossible. They can't do that if they meet up with you. You're always smiling and so welcoming. So thank you for doing everything that you do. And even in the heat, running and getting people out there to stay fit, having the mental health.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been an amazing conversation, and there's so much that I still want to ask him. So I definitely will be getting him back for a part 2. But for now, if you liked this, if there's someone that you know that needs to hear this story, please share it, like, subscribe, and come back for more. We have episodes that you might not have seen, but if you're loyal, you've probably watched them already. But stay tuned for something that's coming up next. Thank you. And this is Black in Dubai podcast. Until next time. See ya.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamal Succeeded. This is Black in Dubai podcast. I've had an amazing conversation with Kai. You can find me on all social media platforms. Jamal Succeeded everywhere. I ran your Afro Step dance class. I ran on Kite Beach, Mouse and Smiles, and your favorite content on my channels.